a lot of my ambition, my hustle, my thrive, it all came from people telling me what I wasn't gonna be. I had my daughter when I was 15. My mom, she was like, you gotta go. She put me out in the jungle and I came back up lying, for real. Having a lot of businesses don't equal to being successful or a millionaire. We literally comes up with stuff 2 weeks and make $300,000-$400,000 off of it.
It has to work or it has to work.
Welcome to Circle of Greatness. I'm your host, Nehemiah Davis, and I'm bringing in another boss. I'm talking about serial entrepreneur, beauty owner, chef, digital entrepreneur, TV personality, and the list goes on and on and on. Med spa owner. My sis, Sierra Glamshop. How you doing?
Hey,
sis?
y'all. Hey, bro. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I'm happy I finally got you here. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Good.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. I would feel better if I was eating some of your food right now.
I should have brought you some. Yeah.
Actually, I had a little bit that day at one of your events. So
you did?
Yeah,
okay.
It was good. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
On Instagram, you every day, I'm looking at your Instagram and I'm like, you know, I just stopped eating meat, fish, seafood for a year. And I'm like,
I might have to double back.
You got me ready to come back. I'm talking about,
you got to razzle.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Who taught you how to cook?
My grandma.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was, out of all my grandma kids, I was the one grandchild that like was just inquisitive and just wanted to know like how you do this, how you do that. Yeah. So I was always just watching her. My grandparents had 7 restaurants in Atlanta, all over Atlanta, Bankhead, all over, anywhere you can think of. Yeah. So that's where it came from.
Wow. How long you been cooking now?
Since I was like 8. I'm gonna give you pictures so that you can put it on here from when I was a little girl cooking with my grandma.
So you've been cooking for a while now.
For a long time.
So I was first introduced to you by him 500. He had me come to your shop.
For real?
Years ago. I don't know if you were there, but he's like, yo, you got to meet. I don't know if we met. I don't remember, but he said, yo, this girl's a hustler. We went to a shop like on Peter Street.
Yeah, that's my shop.
Yeah.
That's the Glam Shop.
It's still there?
Yeah. I own the building. Yeah.
Excuse me. He's just like, yo, she's a hustler. We got to meet. And I don't remember what happened from that moment, but I remember years. It was like pink.
Yep. I remodeled it since then. So, like, I got my start from doing makeup, like on the west side of Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, born and raised. And that was one of my biggest things. Like, I wanted to get out of the hood of doing makeup, but still like being the area of where I was raised, so I could still be able to touch and see, like my area. So Peter Street was like that place for me. I wanted to buy on Peter Street. I grew up in John Hope, which is Castleberry. So I walked through the Bluff, I walked through Vine City to get to school. So that was like the next place other than where I was, which was the West End. So the Peter Street is like the Buckhead of the West Side of Atlanta.
It's like all these stores. It's like, it's popping.
Yeah, it's popping, yeah. So buying in that area was like a big thing for me and my family and the girls that look up to me and the girls that just, that mess with me.
Yeah. When the last time you had a job?
When I was like 17, 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've been hustling ever since?
Ever since. I had my daughter when I was 15. Okay. My first encounter of having sex, got pregnant with.
First encounter?
First. Like what? Like, oh my God. And then what's so crazy is that I always had like older homegirls. So when I went to the 9th grade, all my friends was in the 12th, and then my mom was like really strict. People don't know, like my mom was really strict. I wasn't allowed to like date and talk to boys or have like guy friends, like even in the 8th grade, 7th grade, which is, but still like, Mom, can I at least have a homeboy? She wasn't going for none of that. So like when I went to high school, I was just like, oh my God, this is like, and then I was a cute girl, so the guys was just like on me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. All of my friends was older. And they was all like having sex and stuff, and I felt left out. So I was like, I wanna, see what's going on. First time of trying, thinking I'm, got my little stuff together and was pregnant. I'm like, what the heck? Like, God.
What did your mom say?
She was like, you gotta go.
Wow, she kicked you out.
Yeah. Me and my mom relationship, growing up, that was my girl. She's still my girl now, but like I just didn't understand like why she put me out. But I do now, because it's like I feel like my mom, I tell people all the time, she put me out in the jungle and I came back a lion, for real.
Where, like, when you got put out in that moment, where you go? Like, where you go?
I was from place to place. I was at friends' house.
What was the first house you went to?
My cousins. Well, the boy that I got pregnant by, I was at his house. I remember like getting into his family, fighting his sisters. When I tell you, like, God really had his hands on me, I really did a 360. I used to be that girl, like, was not going for none of that. Like, I'm talking about, I remember fighting his sister when I was like 8 months pregnant. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't think I ever told nobody. Yes, 8 months pregnant, had her right between my legs, knocking her ass out. But things happen. Look at me now. Look at me now. So yeah, I was at his house, and then I think I went to my granddad's house. I went to my cousin Pig house, which is my oldest cousin. She's 6 years older than me. Shouts out to Latasha. Hey, cuz, I love you, girl. Thank you. But yeah, so I went to her house, and and I was just on the road.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: what, at that age of 15, your first thought was to have a baby? Was it not to have a baby? At that first moment, were you like, "Oh, we pregnant"? Like,
yeah, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't have a baby. My life is gonna be over. And honestly, I tried to get an abortion, but when I got on the table, I couldn't do it. I literally was on the table, and the lady said, "You're crying." She seen I was trying to hold my crying. Because I was like, my mom was like, "You're about to be 16 years old. This is an embarrassment. You can't do this." And, I was just listening to everything that my whole family was saying. And so I went into the abortion clinic as a tough girl, like, okay, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this. But then as I sat there and I just, when it set in, I was like, this is my blood. This is my DNA. This is my baby. Like, I don't know who she could be or he could be. So when it started hitting me on that table, I started crying. But when I was crying, I didn't know that the lady was not going to be able to do it. She looked at me. She said, "You're crying." And I was like, "No, I'm okay." She was like, "We can't do the procedure. You're crying."
wow.
And she was like, you don't want to take your baby's life." And I was like, "I don't, but I know it's the best thing for me to do." She was like, "Yeah, we can't do it. You're crying." And and she got me up. And she walked me to my mom, and my mom was like, "I hope you know your whole life is about to change."
Wow. So your mom was kind of rooting for it.
Yeah, she didn't want me to have a baby at all. She was like, "No, don't. That's not right. Don't do it." And I can understand why. At 15 years old, that's really young. Like you don't even know who you are. You're still a kid. You're a baby. You know what I'm saying? I had no business getting pregnant, but life happens, and God don't make no mistakes in whatever we do in life. So I just, like, my daughter is my pride and joy. I don't know if you be seeing us on Instagram. That's my girl, Paris. Yeah, Paris. That's my girl. So I had my baby.
Now you can't even see yourself living without.
Oh, what? Yeah. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm sorry. That's when I tell you, that's my everything. Yeah. Literally, she made me who I am.
How was those first few years at 15 with a baby? Like, how was
was
it rough? Was it challenging? How would you get money at 15? How were you providing?
Her birthday was Valentine's Day, and my birthday is May. So I turned 16 in May. So, I was only 15 for a short amount of time. But I just knew, like, when I looked at that little girl, she was so cute. And she looked at me, and I looked at her, and everything about me just changed. Like, I knew I had to make it happen. I knew I had to make everybody who said I wasn't going to be anything a believer. Like, I had to make them believe that I could. Like, yeah, y'all doubting the wrong person. And that stuck with me. Like, every time I just thought about giving up, every time I thought about not having the best, I just thought about what everybody had to say about me. I remember my first time going to get food stamps, and
what age were you?
I was 17.
Oh, you get food stamps at
18.
Okay.
Long as you got a baby. Like, if you have a baby. I can't remember how old I was. But long story, the lady was telling me that she was like, "Look around. Everybody in here, they're not doing nothing with their life. You're going to be another statistic. You're going to be just like them." And I was like, yeah, nah, not me. And that kind of gave me a lot of motivation as well. It did give me a lot of motivation. I wish I could see her now. Like, girl, call me. Because you really had me fucked up. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure she's, like, still working at the food stamp office. But, yeah, so I remember her telling me that. And I just remember that sticking in my head as well. So a lot of my ambition, my hustle, my thrive, it all came from people telling me what I wasn't going to be. And I say that in better words, like that's trauma, right? So a lot of my success came from trauma.
Wow. Just holding on to all them people, telling you ain't gonna make it, don't have a baby, your life is over with.
And I just now when I turned 33 years old, realized that I was living life out of trauma. Like how I was such a money monster. Like I was just that. What we doing? What we talk about? How much money we getting? Like that. Like that energy that's trauma. And so.
You think something wrong with it? That's ambition.
Yeah, that's ambition.
I'm trying to get some paper too.
Yeah, but I've learned that you can have that in a more graceful way, because I was living out of trauma. The money was coming, the money is there, so I'm a money monster. That came because of that trauma, right? But I was also finding myself just being ways that I didn't want to be, like hanging up on relationships, moving on to the next, just unhealthy things. So I was still just participating out of that trauma instead of
therapy.
Yeah, now I do therapy, like a lot of therapy. Yeah.
How often you do therapy?
Twice a week.
Oh, you in there?
I'm in therapy. Yeah, I'm in therapy. So I need it because I could be a little crazy. But I would say that now I realize that you can have that, but you also need to heal from that too, so that you can go. Yeah, a great balance. Yeah.
So 17 was what type of job was the first job?
I was a makeup artist. Okay. I worked at a popcorn stand, and I also worked at a clothing store.
Okay. You was hustling.
You
had to, okay.
No, listen, what's so crazy is I was working inside of this mall called South DeKalb Mall.
Yeah.
And
is it still here?
Yeah. Okay. And I needed like money for my daughter. So I went and applied for all these jobs. I remember riding the bus. Me and my best friend, we was friends since the 4th grade. And we went, and she was like, Bess, what you gonna do? I'm like, shit, I gotta work. I gotta get some money. I gotta take care of this little girl. She need me. And I remember applying for all the places, and all the places I applied for hired me. And I remember taking all 3 jobs. Yeah. And I was like, how in the hell? Yeah. Neo, when I tell you, I literally was on the clock for all 3 jobs. So don't ask me how. Just know I ended up getting caught, and I got fired. Yeah. But I literally for like 3 months was working all 3 jobs at the same time.
That's crazy.
I was running from the makeup stand, going to the popcorn stand, going from the clothing store, doing like I just was like moving around. That's when I knew I was like I was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was watching your baby?
Paris, my godmom. Her name is Mika. Yeah. Okay. My godmom was helping me out. Yeah, shout out to Mika. Thank you. Yeah, I remember buying my baby a Build-A-Bear because it used to tear me up because I couldn't like have her all the time. And I remember putting a message in the building, and I was like, you my girl, right? And then like they used to break me down every time. Like she used to be shaking a bear when I wasn't there. I used to call and check on her, and she used to play her bear. And I'm like, I gotta get some money. Like I gotta be rich as hell. Yeah.
When was your thought of like I gotta be rich? Like when was that? Like I'm going to be rich. Like when that?
As soon as I had that little girl. Okay. Honestly, I always knew that I was gifted. I always drew. Like I could draw. Like I remember drawing pictures, and my mom used to be like, "You ain't draw that," and I'm like, "Yes, I did." You traced that? No, I didn't. So I always knew I had a gift, like with my hands, and I knew I was gifted. I actually like knew I was gifted because I used to like see things when I was a little girl. So when I was like 3 years old, I would see things, and I used to tell my mama stuff would happen, and then it used to happen. She thought something was wrong with me. Yeah. So I knew I had a gift, and I just knew I was different. So that's when I had that little girl, I was like, yeah.
I gotta go get. What was the first business endeavor? Was it makeup? What was the first?
I was a makeup artist. Okay. I was a makeup artist. I was in the back of the strip club doing makeup. I was 17 years old.
How did you figure, I could do makeup in the back of the strip club?
I was doing it at the makeup stand in the mall, right? Yeah. After I got the job, because remember, 16, I needed the money, got the job at the makeup stand. And now the dancers started coming up to the makeup stand, and I'm like hip. So I'm like, they was like, you need to come to the club. You can get some money. I'm like, some money? Like, how much money? They like, girl, you could make like $1,000 a night. So I'm like, what? So I went to apply at the strip club, and of course, like, they was trying to get me to dance, and I was like, no. I just thank God that my mom was such a hustler. She was that girl. She was like top dog, and she just instilled that. Because and it's nothing wrong with dancing. Still to this day, like, I always go and support the girls. Like, I'm just a girl's girl. But I could have been, I could have been something different, but God had different plans for me. So I went in there, and they were trying to get me to dance, and I was like, no, I want to do makeup. And the guy was like, well, you only 17. But I said, so, but I'm 17, you gonna let me dance and I do makeup?
Right.
And he was like, I said, I can, and I gave him this whole layout. I was like, if you let me work in this club doing makeup, I can promise you your clientele gonna change, the girls gonna get more money, Gave him this whole rundown. And so he had me to come in. I ended up doing like 2 days. And when I tell you, it was crazy. Just from me doing the makeup. The guys thought the girls was in there.
Wow.
Just from me fixing them girls up.
Wow.
And I had a job at the club doing makeup.
How long you do that for?
I did that for, I think, like 2 years, 1.5 years, 2 years. Okay. Yeah, and then I met my husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
You married twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so you met your husband, and that wasn't not the baby dad.
No,
okay.
No, but honestly,
'cause I didn't know about that. But
he came in and he met my daughter when she was like 9 months. That's her dad. Like, people don't even know that that's not her dad.
Wow.
So this is like the first time hearing it.
Wow.
On the podcast, on greatness, yeah. So that's not her dad, but he took full ownership of my baby. Like, he came in like, that's my baby.
So the baby dad disappeared.
Well, he just kind of just didn't have his life together, and I just wasn't going for it because I'm like, this baby is my everything,
100%.
and he just wasn't trying to help, like, do the right thing. So I kind of just left him where he was at, and I'm like, find me if you can, kind of thing. But I do regret doing it.
Okay, why?
Because I feel like now with me being older, I was reacting out of trauma. Right? You got to think, a 15-year-old little girl, having a daughter, and she's doing everything like out of trauma. Like, I thought that, okay, just because he couldn't help me financially, but I took her, away from where we left. So I in a sense, I have to, and like my counselor tell me, you got to be direct, because I did take her away. Like, we left, so I did take her away. So I took my daughter away, and we started a whole new life. So she wasn't able to bond with her biological father, which created tension between her and her dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to tell girls now, like, listen, money is not everything. You know what I'm saying? That relationship with the parent, is the dad, the mother, whoever it is so important. Try to be the bigger person. And I know sometimes it get annoying. I know sometimes you like, damn, why I got to do this by myself? But that daughter or that son needs their other parent.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I took my baby, and we kind of just left, and I kind of just,
Left, that you just went to another part of Atlanta?
Yeah. Well, I was like, we out. Yeah. Like, I'm gone.
Yeah,
and he
and
he really didn't try to fight.
Yeah.
But he really ain't had the finances to. Like, he really couldn't. If you take a child and y'all just go, it's like, so that's why I never was on him about, I never made statements about baby fathers and stuff like that. It was just me and my baby rocking out.
You gonna go get it no matter what.
Yeah. But it did build some type of like tension up with my baby.
Right.
And now it's like, now that she's 19 years old, I'm explaining to her, like, please try to, fix it with your dad. Don't be so hard on him.
Because some of it is your fault. Yeah. Mm.
She'll be like, Mom, but how you gonna? So that's a whole nother
thing.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, but because this kid relationship is tough sometimes.
Yeah.
I hear it's a lot of stuff going on there. I even remember, like, for my daughter, my mom I had a stepdad, and basically my mom went to put him on child support just to help to pay for build, like, school, like, not a lot of money, like $1,000 a month for 2 kids.
Yeah. And
he just disowned them, like, it just left and never came back. I'm like, yo, that was crazy. It's just, and that's kind of one of those things with my sister and them. It's just that relationship just never. It's over.
Repaired. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I could do that. Somebody just put me on, just disown my kids.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So for you, you a serial entrepreneur. I mean, you own a beauty bar. You had tours, like you do cooking, you do events, you do. Where did you get, like, you just always had that hustle from 18? Like, how are you managing so many different endeavors right now? You on TV, like, you got a lot going on. How you do all of this?
It's a lot. Like, you know, being an entrepreneur is a lot. Like, I feel like from the outside looking in, people think we just live this lavish life, the cars, the clothes, the hair, whatever, the glamorous life, and they don't know the real work that goes behind it. They don't know about the sleepless nights. They don't know about, you know, trying to get the family members, thinking you the richest of the rich, and they asking for stuff every time you look around. They don't know about just everything that come with being an entrepreneur. So, yeah, like, I deal with it just having like that a team, a perfect team, like not a perfect team, but a good team. Like, you really have to have like a village behind you when you're an entrepreneur. That your village is your business.
How you build a village.
How you build your you saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, how do you build? What were some ways you built, like, because a lot of times we're at a spot where I'll figure it out on my own, I do it by myself, I don't need no help. And I feel like sometimes that can hinder us. So what's some things you did to help build your village? I feel like I put people to I let people play themselves. I let people because what I like about me and me with being an entrepreneur, I'm like a real street girl for real, and a business person, right? So like the balance is crazy. So like my street side kick in. On the loyalty side, like what you gonna do, how you gonna move. I let you really kind of play yourself, because it's gonna be good over here. Like, we going to the moon, like it's going up. So like, I just judge people off of their character. I judge people off of just, you know, what you gonna do when it gets slow. How you gonna help, you know, what you gonna do. Are you gonna go to the other side just because it look like they doing better? You gonna stay down with us? What you gonna do? Oh, people do. Oh, when I tell you so often,
so much, Neo, and it's just like, that's
why people be doing that.
I don't. You said how they do it? Why? I don't know.
Because you think the grass greener.
Yeah, they think it's greener, and honestly, like, they just don't have no loyalty. Like, it got to be in you, not on you. So for me, my people, like, I love my people. I speak life into my people. Like, I take care of my people. My people is my people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you stay down with me, stay down with us, because we're a team. And I'm not like the boss. We're a team for real. I don't walk around like, you know, I'm just like, oh, you got to do this for me. You got to do, like, if I could fix my own plate, I'm fixing my own plate. If it's something that I could do, like, we're together. I'm not one of them snobby girls that's just like, no, I don't believe in that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my team got to be like, what you want for yourself. The same that you want for yourself, you got to want for us, because we're a team. That's a team. You can't just think about just you by yourself. If your dream is just building... If your dream is just building you, then I don't want you on my team.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just building you, I don't want you on my team, because when I wake up, I think about us for real. Like, how could, you know, how we can build together. So that's how I build my team.
That's good. Finding people who...
How you build your team?
So yeah, that's a good question. So for me, it's a series of a lot of people on my team, which is crazy, is like, they've been people who've been just done something for me, like, for free, and then I'm like, well, actually, I need that thing.
Yeah.
And they just found a role, or they come carve out a role that I can go do all of this, and they just start doing it. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So, and then now where I'm at now, I'm looking for the best people. I'm looking for people who are good at what they do. And I'm looking for A players, like people who will go get it done, don't need a lot of instructions.
Oh my God. When I tell you, I can't babysit you, I'm so big on that. I'm so big. Like, no, that's like a pet peeve of mine.
Mine too.
I can't babysit you. You got to know. It's like you got to come in already knowing. You got to, like, study me before you can get over here.
100%.
Like,
I just did a show with Maddie, right? And it was like so powerful. This dude broke down, like, knowing yourself and knowing. So he gave me this document. Here's everything about myself, the things I like, the things that I don't, my pet peeves. So I want to be able to give this to somebody. So we gonna complete him like, this is Neo.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, he don't like this, you don't like this, you know, like this, you know, like this.
So just
Can
have
you-
it already together when you come over here.
Yeah, and see if it makes sense for
Yeah.
you. This may not be something.
Yeah, I say that all the time.
You want to rock
I
with.
literally had this conversation with my new assistant. Did I not? Literally, I said, make sure that this is for you. I said, because, and I let her know, I said, with or without me, you're going to be great.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I'm just Sierra. Like, I'm a vessel. Like, you're going to be great. So don't take it as that. But I want you to make sure that this is what you want. Because I'm a lot to deal with. And we going to grow. And I said, when you come over here with a plan too, like, what you want to do? What you want to do for yourself? How you want to grow? What you want? Because, like, if we together and you know, I want to see how what you want out of life too.
100%. And now we're getting down to this. We're doing like tests, like this assessments.
For real?
Because I want to know your personality type.
Yes.
I want to know because when you fill out this assessment, I look at it, or see her like this, attention to detail. Like if I'm hiring an assistant, you can't not have attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm hiring, like me, everything we do, we run with a sense of speed and urgency. And there's people on my team that don't run with a sense of speed and urgency. So they're on a different role because if you with me, we run it. It's a nonstop. So if that don't fit your, like my other videographer, like when he came with me, like super slowful, like chill, like he just, like I turned this dude into like a like he's moving now, and he's still slow, but that had to change. But now you may don't want to make that change, so I don't even want you to do that. So if I could go find somebody that already fits these things, it's a lot easier. So that's what we do now. It's something called predictive index. So it's like it will clearly say what they're interested in, how they move, how they operate. Yeah. And now we just plug that in, like, yo, does this work?
Oh, that's great. I need to look.
It's like my wife, right? I'll give you an example. So my wife, I mean, I got therapy, right? But I didn't get therapy till 2 years ago. So up until then, I didn't know what love languages is. I've never known none of those things.
For real.
So when we start having problems with different things, I'm like, I bought my wife a Lamborghini truck. She could care less about
the truck. I didn't want that. And you thought like, oh, that's
Yeah, she just want to be touched and told nice things.
What's her sign?
I don't even know. What's that? Gemini. She born like June.
That's my son. Yeah. No, she a Cancer. She a Cancer.
She in the middle. She born June 21st.
Oh, she a Gemini Cancer.
Okay, yeah. So, but for example, that's not her thing. But if I give a person what's not for them, it don't mean nothing. It means nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying to study people now.
Yeah.
So I can find the right roles and people.
That's important. That's important. I feel like we should do that in relationships too. Like, here's my assessment. This 100%. Is what I like. Like,
that's what I did on the thing. I'm like, wait, he had me do the love language, and it was another test. I'm like, I didn't know none of this.
None of it.
So it's like this assessment. I don't know it all, but D stands for like, I think dominant. I stands for I forgot. S. We the total opposites. I'm more dominant. I'm like a bull, and my wife like she's passive. She's chill. Like. Yeah. Nothing bothers her. Like, my wife phone to be under the bed for 2 weeks. Like she want to be to herself. Yeah. I'm the opposite. I'm like, boy, I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to hit. Yeah. But now we know. And so now it's just They got this new matching thing that even tell each other credit score. So that's what I should. No, but we need something to tell, like, if people, we need lie detectors too on there. Yeah. Because people can fill it out and they can be lying. That's true. Because like my last relationship, I feel like I was bamboozled. So like, I really thought I was getting myself in one thing, and it was like when I got in there, I was like, oh wait, like it was like so like we need that too. So add a lie detector test. Yeah, we need to add a lie detector for sure. A lie detector test. Yeah. What's give me an example of bamboozle? What you mean? So I would say like you like all right, just. First of all, confident. Like a person just be fake. They don't be really having confidence for real. They don't be having confidence, and they don't be having the money either. Like a lot of people don't. It's just like I just was bamboozled. I just thought it was something that it wasn't. Like I literally thought it was something that it wasn't. I lost like a lot of money in my last relationship. Wow. And you would think, right, because of the person, they were so smart.
They had the look from the outside looking in. It was like, oh, it's about to be good. You about to help me invest. We about to do this. Cause I came in, like I'm the money monster. I'm like, okay, I got this money, but I really don't know what to do with it because remember, I'm still a street girl and I'm learning. So it's a I'm trying to figure.
You gotta go get that money.
Yes.
Somebody help me.
And I like to hug on my money and look at my money and be like, it's right there. But so I thought I was passing the ball to somebody that knew what to do with it, and it just wasn't that. Like this motherfucker was just as confused as I was. So like that's what I mean about being bamboozled. So yeah. And then it's like I didn't know that men like the cap and stuff, like I'm such a realist. I'm such a real person. When I don't have it, I just don't have it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what it looked like. And see, that's what I mean about the street side too. I'm glad I came from that era because I swear like it is what you see is what you get. Yeah. I get on live and tell my own problems. Yeah. Like
you can't expose me for something.
Nothing. I tell my followers I get my lips done. I tell my followers that 2 years ago my hair came. I gotta go hair surgery. I'm bald head up on this wig. Like what? It like I don't know why to hide. Like I just believe in doing that because I'm me and only God could judge me. So I didn't understand when I got into a relationship with a person that just wanted to make themselves look bigger than what it was. I just didn't get that. I'm just like
social media though.
I hate that.
No,
I hate that for us.
I've learned that 90% of what you see on the internet ain't real.
I hate that for us. Yeah, I really hate that for us. Like
I ain't talking on what you talk. I'm just saying in general.
Oh no, because who knows who my ex was? Like nobody. Yeah, but 90%. Like the cap has to stop. Like it really has to stop. Like that shit is like really loose. And I talk about that. And I have a new ebook that me and Kay is working on. And it's talk about Instagram is a facade. Yeah. It's not real. Like the title is Instagram is not real. Like it's not. I want people to really know that. Really drive and live in your own lane. If y'all notice, I don't even be around other celebrities. Like I really be by myself, so you can do this shit by yourself. Yeah. You don't need the cap. Yeah. You don't need the cap to be successful.
You work with a lot of celebrities on shows. They be capping.
Baby, where's the money? Where is the money? That's all I have to say. Like, where is it? No, I work with a lot of boss girls. Like I do. I'm not gonna say that. But it's a lot of people they do live. But I do work with a lot of beautiful black serial other entrepreneurs. You got Rashida, you got Yandy, you got Spice, you got Rennie, you have and you got it is some girls on my show that's really like getting it in. But like, and you got some people that's it's a lot.
Who made you do a show? Tell me about the show. Like, where did the show
honestly,
come about?
Neo, if I could just be really honest, I did that show because I wanted some money. Like, I didn't care about being famous. Yeah. When I went on that show and they told me they was giving me that opportunity, I went straight into how am I about to make money off of this. Right. So if you notice, I really don't. People won't even know I was on Love and Hip Hop if they. Because I don't post about it. Yeah. I don't do stuff about like I just talk about.
It's not your contract. You ain't gotta post about it.
Yeah. I just live like with me out loud with me. I went on that show with a agenda. Like I'm about to get me some fucking money. Like I went on tour. I did everything. Like as soon as my face went on that TV, I was like, how am I about to capitalize off of this? So I ran all my companies. That's why I say now, like I am very busy because I feel like I don't know how long this run gonna be. You don't know how long you gonna be in this spotlight. You don't know how long that I'm gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. So as long as I'm on this show, as long as my face show on that show, and I know we have 12 million views every Tuesday, I'm going to do.
You gonna sell something.
Baby.
Somebody gonna get this work.
I'm about to sell you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they be like this. Yeah. People be asking me, they be like, yo, what do you sell? What you want to buy?
What you want to buy? What do you want to buy?
Whatever you want to buy, I got you.
Listen, they be like, you literally Ghetto Girl Eats, Money Monster, Glam Tour, Sierra Secrets, Money Monster. Like, okay, that's me. And now it's going to be Blush Med Spa. But what I will say is that having a lot of businesses don't equal to being successful or a millionaire. What I do is make sure that I'm not starting another business until I know that one business have reached $1 million and is flowing good. Now, sometimes you will have your slow months in one business, which is good because your other business might be doing better. But I like for all of my business to consistently do good together. Like, I don't just be like, oh, I'm opening up this business. Like, Ghetto Girl Eats have been open. We've been up for like, what, a year and a half? Almost.
Man, we should have put some seasonings up
Yes,
there.
yes. I wasn't even thinking, but my other assistant would have, but Angelica just started, so she gonna be on it. She good too. But, so I would have, like, Ghetto Girl Eats been up in like a year and a half, and then now we doing Blush, right? Ghetto Girl Eats do good. People be like, oh, you ain't posting because Ghetto Girl Eats is doing what it do numbers.
It's doing what it's
doing what it's supposed to do.
Tell
so
people what Ghetto Girl Eats. So for me, I see you got seasonings, you got books, you always drop a new product. Like, tell the people how important it is to be dropping new products in their business.
It's so important. Like, a new product, not too many, but enough, right? Yeah. That's so important. Like, people want to feel like, because once you get these people, once you get your following, once you get your consumers, your customers, or whatever, they become your little family. They become a part of you. So they want to feel something that is from you. They want to be able to hold, touch, see, open up. I don't care if it's a digital product, something that's of yours, right? So it's important to give them something fresh. Like, get them something fresh. We had Ghetto Girl Eats the regular season. We dropped the spicy season. So then when I get on live, what's the type? What's your favorite? The spicy? So it's just, they wanna feel. So now we got our pot sets that's about to drop.
Pot's gonna go crazy.
Listen, and when I tell you, I got a strategy, like, my pot sets, because it's one pot set company that's really big that everybody is on. Yeah. And when I tell you I'm on their ass, because my stuff is going to be so good, cannot wait.
That's good. What's your favorite meal to cook?
I'm a foodie. I like everything.
I see that pizza. What was it?
The oxtail. You stay talking about that. The oxtail pizza. My oxtails, period. Would you eat meat for like one day?
No, you know my fear is that right now
your stomach gonna mess up.
Well, somebody told me that the other day. Okay. But my fear is that it's been a year. Mm-hmm. Once I eat it, now I can't say it's been a year strong.
Oh, yeah.
It erases the whole year. So, but if I go back, I'm like, oxtail pizza.
Okay.
I need a week of your number one.
Okay, I got you.
Entrees.
All right.
So oxtails. What's some of your favorite things to cook? You got the oxtails.
Yep. So the oxtail pizza. Well, my soul food period is good. My fried chicken. I don't know a person yet that's seeing my macaroni and cheese though. You can eat mac.
I can eat mac right now.
I should have made a mac.
Yes, you should.
Oh, I should have made y'all a mac. I'm going to make a mac. Listen, what do I? Like, listen. Oh my God. So my soul food is just top notch. It's the best of the best. Yeah, so like I really can cook everything though. For real, I can.
I even remember when you told me I even really get down on vegan.
Yeah,
you could cook vegan
I was raw vegan for 2 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. What made you stop?
Food
is hard.
That shit is
raw vegan for 2 years.
Raw, so my food wasn't being cooked.
Yeah,
it was being heated up.
Why did you even do it though?
Because they told me I had sugar. Yeah. I was a diabetic. I was much bigger. Like it took it right off. But now that's why I'm so like, on my weight to make sure I don't get big again. Because I used to be like a juicy girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, like juicy. Mm-hmm.
I never saw you like that. So,
yeah, like 200, 220, like 230 for real.
Okay.
So right now I'm like 168, and I try like my weight that I stay is like 155. Okay. But I don't gain a little weight because I'm in a new relationship and we just be eating. Yeah, we be eating.
You be cooking every night?
No, not every night. He can cook too.
Okay.
Yeah,
does that matter for you? Somebody that can cook? Because I would never cook my wife nothing ever.
For real?
It's over with.
Oh no, I love that. Like I feel like we built our relationship off of like in the kitchen together, like late night, just we be in the kitchen together. My ex swore he could cook and could not cook. That's what I mean about bamboozled. Like could not fry eggs. But
I can cook some eggs. That's about the only thing in my arsenal, and I could put some waffles in the toaster.
No, my boyfriend now, he can cook like a soul food cooker. He's actually one of my best friend's brothers. So he been trying to date me for years. So now it's just like something that,
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. How do you deal with criticism? Like you online and
people be talking
in the comments, they'll say something or Sierra got a new guy, or how do you deal with what people gotta say?
I just don't.
Okay.
Like, I don't deal with it because, like, which one of the people on my live is just, like...
Paying you.
Seriously.
Right.
So it's like, y'all gonna be on this live, we gonna kick it, we gonna have fun, I'm gonna do some price drops, y'all gonna catch some deals, and y'all gonna say the fuck about my business.
Right.
And that's it. We gonna vibe, we gonna have
They'll never
fun.
bother you, though.
Never. I don't care. I really don't. And I feel like, again, it goes back to where I come from.
Yeah.
I've been through crazier stuff. So people talking, it's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
get in the ring. Yeah. Like, get in the ring, let's go. What else y'all gotta say? Yeah. Cause then you look at a person that's so open, I'm transparent, I tell on myself. So it's like, let's joke about it. Sometimes it's so funny because people be talking crazy, and I don't got a little hot in here, y'all. But people could be talking crazy, and I just start talking back crazy to them or joke about whatever they joking about. Right. And they be like, oh my God, you so down to earth. Like, that's crazy. Or it's like, okay, yeah, jokes on all of us, because who the hell y'all talking to?
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I deal with it.
So that's what I mean. A lot of people got, you know what I mean? People have not started a business or haven't got, because they concerned with what people got to say.
I hear people say that all the time.
If people are saying stuff to you and about you all day long, imagine how much you wouldn't be doing if you allowed that to stop you.
I don't care. Like, it is what it is. I let them talk.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping.
Good.
I know what I want. I know what God promised me, so I got to keep going.
Let me ask you this. How did you become you good at marketing. You know how to get things out there. You know how to get them sales. I be seeing you on Instagram selling. You good at what you do. How were you taught? Did you have mentors, or was it trial and error? Tell me about, because you seem like you got a lot going on.
You know, Neil, I wish I had us coming up.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, and that's why I preach so much about go take the class.
Yeah.
Go get that membership. Make sure that you do the right thing about investing in your company, because that stuff matter. Because what people don't understand is they think that, they making us rich, but no, it's making you better at putting money. It's helping you to take the shortcut. Because we already did the hard work. We already done. Yes. So it's like we showing you the blueprint on how not to go through the shit that we went through.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish I did, but I didn't. A lot of my stuff came from trial and error.
Which is good. I mean, I wish, like you said, I feel like I had someone I didn't have anybody like me coming up, actually. I would be so much further if I probably did.
Yeah.
So I be trying to tell people, find somebody that already went through it.
Yeah.
And follow their method, period. And that's just like the fast way. So tell me about this new business you got. You went into
the med spa.
What made you decide to do that? Tell me a little bit about that.
It is a marketing. Actually, first of all, I believe that Black women are the one race that just so hard on themselves about enhancing their beauty. Like, these other race, they've been getting Botox since they was 12. They've been doing stuff since they was little. You know what I'm saying? And they not talked about. Why are we so quick to talk about each other? Or people are so quick to bash us because we're enhancing our beauty. So I want my Black girls to know, especially, that it's okay to go get a nice facial that can improve your skin and make you look 5 years younger. It's okay to go get your lips bigger if you want them bigger. It's okay to go do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your body. Go and make yourself look how you want to look, right? So that's why I did it. And also, it's marketing, because everybody swear that I done did everything. And I swear I look just like my daughter. They swear I don't have my cheeks done. These big ass cheeks. I used to be scared to laugh in middle school because people used to jaw my cheeks. I look just like my baby. So really, to be honest, I'm taking everything that people say about me, like, oh, her face is so perfect. She got fake cheeks. She got a fake nose. God can take the breath out of my body if my nose is fake. I can't help that I look like a walking filter. You know what I'm saying? So I basically took everything that they talk about, and I'm about to open up a med spa. So just imagine how packed it's about to be.
Wow. So in your med spa, you're able to go get all the services.
Yeah, you get to do everything, because I partnered up with a surgeon that's been in business.
So you could get whatever you need then.
You could do whatever you want to do, but it's only a med spa. We're not doing like lipo and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, as far as a med spa, certain stuff you got to have certain type of licensing. So like, I partnered up with an amazing Dr. Chappies. Shouts out to Dr. Chappies. The coolest guy ever. He's been a surgeon for 30-something years. Literally, we came together and created this project. So I'm so like I'm so excited about it. I didn't know it was gonna be this much work though. Like
Like what?
just finding injectors and just getting everything organized. It's a lot. But I'm with it because I'm about to listen, I'm about to tell Atlanta head off because right after this we're going straight to LA. Yeah, we're going to LA.
Let me ask you this. And this is a question for the fellas. No, that I often hear guys do. Are ladies doing this for them or are they doing this for fellas?
I do it for me.
Enhancements and whether hair or makeup.
Yeah.
Like, what, are ladies doing it for men or are they doing it for?
Hold on, Neil. Let me do this right. Well, I feel like I'm sweating. Okay. Okay. So I would say y'all should keep that because that was cute too. So I would say for me, I know I do it for myself. Like I don't care. Like I'm just one of them girls. I look at my own story back to back to back. I'm a girl's girl. Like I just really love me.
When you say your own story back to back, what you mean by that?
When I post on my Instagram,
like literally, okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna watch my story. Like I could at least look at somebody else's story, but no, I look at my own story. I be like. I will find something new in my story that I just love about me every single time. Yeah. And my baby just like that. Yeah. Her confidence is just like that. So I do it for me because I just like looking so cute and I like how I look and I like who I am and I like who God made me. So I do it for me.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of guys that like, what you doing that? They be like, I don't have a dog in this fight, by the way. I'm married, so I'm out the game. Right? But they be like, you doing that for guys, but guys don't want that. So I'm like, is it for the guys or is it for themselves? Yeah,
and I feel like to each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
To each his own, because I know like some guys say they don't like it, but then as soon as you look around, they cheating with the girl who got it. So it's like, boy, goodbye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, if you really do it for yourself, then whoever's for you or who's supposed to be with you will be with you. Like, some guys like it, okay, get you a natural girl. I tell guys all the time, like, I'm me. You like me for me. I'm talking about, and because it's a lot that come with me. Yeah. I'm like the crazy, just a lot. I'm telling you, this wig come off. Like, it's just a lot. Yeah. It's a lot. Like, I'm a weirdo. I'm a real weirdo. So it's like, that's why I have to love me for me. Like,
how you know somebody ain't coming at you for the money since you go get paper? You're a multi-7-figure business owner. How are you deciphering if somebody ain't coming to you? Like, you know, a lot of fellas like, well,
because I be like, I don't got it. Now my last relationship,
I mean, you got the Maybach, you got the trucks, you got all this stuff. You got so how you showing that you got it? So now what?
But if I'm telling you I ain't got it, then what you gonna do?
Yeah.
I ain't got it, sir. I don't have it. Like my last, like I said, I was bamboozled. But anybody after that, I don't. It's a sad story. It's just like I don't got it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's why I went back home too. That's why I went back to somebody dated. Cause you gotta remember, I'm on television. I get rappers. I get like it's crazy in those DMs, right? But I know
DMs be
crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's nothing really, it's nothing really, what can a guy really, you know, like, it's like, you can't say, oh, a car, money, because it's like I have that. I really want to have fun. Like, I'm goofy. Yeah. I like to laugh. Like, I like to kick it. I'm a homebody. Like, I like to cook. I like to do all the crazy stuff that you probably thought I didn't like to do because you think I'm this it girl with all this money. So it's like, do you really want to deal with that? You know what I'm saying? So I went back home because I know my boyfriend now has literally been trying to talk to me since when I was fat. He didn't care about being Sierra. He always had a crush on me. You know what I'm saying? So now it feels good because it's like, he ain't worried about none of that. Like, he don't even care to be on. He's never going to come on Love and Hip Hop.
I be telling my wife, it's like, well, now I don't tell my wife, but people ask me, like, my wife, her last job, she made more money than me. So it's never been a money thing.
See what I'm saying?
We got this out the mud.
See what I'm saying? I love that for y'all. I love that. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I think about when I think about like relationships.
What's next for you?
Who knows what's next for Sierra Glamshop? I think I'm just like a mystery. No, I don't even know. Hell, I'm just gonna keep putting it up and keep on working.
Yeah, figure out what's next.
Yeah,
as you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you a planner, or it's more sporadic? Like, are you planning things 3-6 months out, or?
Sporadic.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, sporadic.
Okay. Like, should have a new idea tomorrow. Yeah.
We literally comes up with stuff 2 weeks and make $300,000-$400,000 off of it.
Yeah.
I be like, dang, God, good.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 30 days, like rolling.
How does it feel? Feel good?
It feels so good.
Have the
I'm
ability
so
to be able to
blessed.
generate like that is crazy.
And you know why I feel like it's like that for me? It's
Yeah.
because of my authenticity, like because I'm just a real person.
Yeah.
Because I don't click up and hang with other it girls and other it people. Like my people really love me. I could drop a piece of paper and they're gonna buy it. And that's what I love about me.
How do you build that community though? For somebody listening, what is some tips on building that type of rapport with your people, to making people buy it? Like, you built a community, right?
Yep.
Where people, like you said earlier, where you could drop something, they'll buy it, and they're supporting you. But what about if I'm starting from nothing? I don't have TV, I don't have Instagram.
But that's why you have to be-
How do I start to build that type of rapport where I could generate like that?
Consistency. Like that's why it's important to be hands-on with your people. Cause I don't even think it's TV for real. It helped. It did help.
I'm not saying, let me not say you've been
No. I know.
Somebody that, Sierra on TV.
Yeah, I know. They say that all the time.
Instagram. Sierra got a guy who did it. Sierra. So there's always these things, but I want to know this person that got nothing going on. How do I go get some traction?
You got to stay consistent,
Yeah.
and you got to work at it every day. If it's something that you want, no matter who say what, the naysayers, the hate, whatever, you got to just keep going. Like, you really have to work at it, and don't take no for an answer. I got so many no's to my one yes that changed my whole entire life.
What was the one yes?
From me being on the show, I was always trying to, I could be on this, I could do this, I could do that. It was like, oh no, you don't fit. Oh, this, whatever. And it's like, oh yes, right? So I just kept going, like with everything I do. You know what I'm saying? I remember asking this it girl to push my makeup line. She told me no. Okay, cool. I became the it girl. So it's just like, I just stayed consistent, and I really believed in what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
That was it.
That's good. I love it. I'm happy to hear. Anything you want to share that you haven't shared yet? I feel like this has been a great, well-rounded combo. We talked a little bit about business, life, your upbringing, which you educated me on all that because I didn't know that. So I'm grateful. It's been a good show.
Yes, it was good. I know it was good. I just want to tell people to make sure you stay consistent, keep God first, like really pray and have a real relationship with God. Like trust and lean on Him for everything. And if you're thinking it's gonna be your family that's gonna support you or your town, your dream is bigger than that.
That's
like it's not. You're not catering to the people. I hate when I hear people say, my people in my town don't support. Girl, your vision is bigger than that. Like you're going worldwide. So just remember those things.
That's good, y'all. So listen, this was such a phenomenal show with my sis. Make sure you support them. Let them know how they can support you and how they can tap in with you.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Sierra SIERRA_Glamshop_, and everything that I do is on my Instagram. It's in the bio.
Make sure y'all tap in, y'all. And when the new pot line coming?
The new pot line is my birthday, May 24th. I'm gonna give you one. May 24th. May 24th is the pot line, and then y'all make sure. Yep. And y'all make sure y'all look into Blush Med Spa. It's opening in May.
Okay.
Yep.
First one in Atlanta.
Yep.
Good. Then we going right.
And then we going right to LA.
Good. Listen, make sure y'all tap in, y'all. This is another girl boss that came and gave it to y'all. So we'll see y'all on the next show, y'all. Peace.